Hey guys, Tea Time Investor here. So I made a shorter video about goal setting, and I compared golf courses and real estate in that video. So I wanted to give you a little bit longer explanation of what I meant there. So moral of the story is, if you are on a golf course and you're at a par four hole, your ultimate goal is to shoot a four. That is your goal. You want to shoot par, right? And just like in life, if your goal is you want to own 100 units of real estate, because at that point you can retire, do this full time, and travel around the world. Well, that's your goal. That's your par. You want to have 100 units. Now, a lot of people tell you start small, which is great, but a lot of people say that, and people get stuck in that. Every couple of years, they buy a single family home, then they buy a duplex, and it'll take them 50, well, it may take them like 30 years, 20 years, whatever it'll be, to own the 100 units. If your goal is to own 100 units, strive for that. Aim for the 100 units. Don't aim for anything less. It's great to start small, get a duplex, get a single family home, do something to get in the game, learn about it. That's really, really realistic, right? Um, but you should also think, well, how can I hit 100 units? Who do I know? How are they doing it? Are my top five people in my life buying real estate? You really got to get around those people, because once you get around those people, there's synergy, and it's true. Like, you start taking down bigger deals. Um, It'll happen a lot faster. Maybe you'll partner with somebody. You can joint venture, all these different things. So that's the real estate side of it. But now let's compare that to golf. So you're on the par four, right? You walk up to the tee box. You're like, wow, I can hit a 7 iron, and that 7 iron is gonna put me out there in the fairway. I could hit a 150 club in after that. Um, you know, 7 iron is a safe shot. You'll be short of the bunkers, short of the trouble. You'll be safe out there, right? So you hit that shot. The other guy who walks up, he sees it from a different point of view. He says, "Wow, I could hit this green in one with a great drive." So he's going to hit a driver, and he may be up there on the fringe, right? So both have the same goal of making par. One guy said, "I'm going to play it safe and lay up." The other guy said, "I'm going to go for it because I can make it." Now the guy who laid up, or yeah, the guy who hit the 7 iron, there's no way in heck he can get up to the green on that first shot. Even if he tops the ball, shanks it, like you know, hits it really thin, he's not going to roll up to the green realistically. He could be a little, he could be longer than he normally is, shorter than what he is. He can duff it, be off the tee box just barely, far left, far right. He can miss his goal. His temporary sub goal is to be in the fairway, to be safe. He could miss that by a long shot. He could be way off left and right, shank it. How many of us have duffed the shot? I've done it many times. I've sliced shots, I hook shots, I duff shots. That is realistic. So he aimed for the fairway because he thought that was the safer play, and he still ended up duffing it or whatever. Maybe he's out there somewhere, not in the best shot. Um, Meanwhile, the guy who went for the green, he can make the green, or he could be left of the green, right of the green. He could be past the green, short of the green. Like, there's the same kind of probabilities. There might be more bunkers, might be more woods, but he's still in trouble potentially up there. Or he could be on the green. See what I'm getting at there? So there are two goals. Both goals are to make par. One guy only sees the layup shot, which is a sub goal, and he still may be in trouble. The other guy sees, I'm going to go for it. I still may be in trouble, but I'm going to go for it. At least there's an opportunity for me to make it. So when you're approaching real estate investing, look at it kind of like that. Look at it like, I could lay up, which is great to do sometimes, but like, start taking some bigger swings. If your goal is to own 100 units, what can you do to achieve that? Who can you start to talk to? Who can you network with? Who can you get to know? So, that's kind of my advice there. If you're only hitting a 7 iron, you're not going to make it to the green on that first shot. You're never going to hit that green every single time you hit that 7 iron shot on a par four. But if you start hitting driver once in a while, you still may be in trouble, but you'll start hitting more greens in your life. Now imagine if that green, the target that was the golf green, imagine if that was 100 units. See what I'm saying there? So it's all about perspective. It's all about not risking it all and losing everything. Because think about it. Even this, you may go for the green, hit it out of bounds, re-tee it up, hit a 7 iron. Yeah, maybe you end up getting like a double bogey, triple bogey on that hole. But there's 18 holes. You do one bad hole, there's still a whole round. So don't risk everything in your life for that one deal, because you want to aim for the green in a sense. But you could still take a few bigger swings. I'm going to try and go for it here and there, but still have some safety in place. So I hope that makes sense. I hope I wasn't rambling too much, but that's kind of what I'm saying at. If you always hit a 7-iron, you're never going to hit the green. If you always hit a driver, you may hit it out of bounds once in a while, but there's 18 holes to play. And if your goal is to hit that green because you want to get par on that hole, well, then why are you hitting a 7-iron every time? Try to take a few longer swings. So I hope that makes sense. Start making smaller moves, but once in a while, start getting around the people making the bigger moves. Push yourself, challenge yourself. I hope this video makes sense, guys. Contact me if you have any questions. So I'll talk to you later, guys. Tea Time Investor.